Alright guys, so this Super Strike Vegeta just received his Awakening / Extreme Z Awakening. And I gotta say, he's looking very, very good, just judging off of his passive and stuff. He's one of the better Super Strike unit, it seems. And yeah, I unfortunately don't really have him link leveled at all, or have any equipment on him. But I do have him rainbowed, and this is a very, very good team I have him on. A lot of support and a 200% lead, as you saw in the thumbnail. So it's a pretty good team, but yeah, first I'm just gonna go over his stats really quick, just seeing what he gets. So yeah. So for super attack, he raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. I don't really think that's, I mean that is good, don't get me wrong. High chance of stunning the enemy automatically makes him great for Super Battle Road, but I don't think that's necessarily an amazing super attack effect, at least the first portion of it. He's only raising attack for 1 turn, which I mean, that's only really going to benefit you if you get additionals, and I'm pretty sure this guy does have built-in additionals, so it's nice, but it's only 30%, so it's not that big of a difference, and this guy isn't necessarily really a damage-dealing unit. I don't know that I haven't really run him, but from what I've seen of his passive, he's not really going to be doing crazy damage. But I mean, that's still not a horrible super attack effect, but what I really would have liked is if he would have gotten some defense out of that. I think if he got some defense from that, that would have made him a lot better. So yeah, that's for his super attack effect. And then for his passive, he gets 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack. So he's kind of a slot 2 and 3 unit, unfortunately. He's not necessarily going to be great in slot 1, which does suck, but I mean, it is what it is. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 20% with each attack performed, up to 100%, plus an additional attack plus 20% with each super attack performed, up to 100%, plus an additional defense plus 50% when there's another youth category ally attacking in the same turn, plus an additional defense plus 50% when there's another gifted warriors category ally attacking in the same turn, and then he launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack with 3 or more key spheres obtained. So he does have that thing where he launches an additional that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, and not just having a medium chance of becoming a super attack. And it being restricted behind 3 or more key spheres, I really don't think is that bad, because, I mean, you know, 3 key spheres, that's something you're going to be getting pretty commonly, so I think that's pretty good. I mean, not a horrible passive for a free-to-play Super Strike unit, but yeah, I did give him full additionals to really capitalize on him raising attack. I could see you going full crit on this guy for sure, and I could honestly even see a full dodge build on this guy, just because I think this is, I don't want to say he's a defensive unit, but his defense is probably going to be something that stands out, especially in longer events, because you got to have this guy build up first. But yeah, so pretty solid passive. I mean, as far as links goes, nothing really too special to talk about, just some pretty basic links, and a lot of links that'll make him work good with a lot of Vegetas. So I mean, that is pretty good, but so yeah, nothing crazy with links. Categories are pretty normal too. Pure Saiyans, Vegeta Family, Youth, Terrifying Conquerors, Space Traveling Warriors, and Gifted Warriors. You're only really going to be running him on Vegeta Family, Gifted Warriors, or Youth, because that's where you're going to be getting most of the restrictions in his passive activated, because you need to have him obviously next to a Gifted Warriors category ally and a Youth category ally for all that extra defense to really make him good. So yeah, this is the team I'm going to run him on, and I'm going to cut to when I'm already in the event. So, of course, me being as lucky as I am, I managed to get him in slot 3. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a turn or 2 before we get to see him. But, yeah, this is the team I'm running him on. It's a pretty solid team, like I said. It's got a lot of support, so I do think it's going to make him just look a lot better overall. It does have this Bhutan Vegeta, I think. I might have just butchered that name, but I'm not sure. This Bit Vegeta right here. And he does share a majority of his links with the Super Strike Vegeta, so I think it'll be a good showcasing. Unfortunately, there's no support between them, but it's going to get that Gifted Warriors part of his passive activated, and then hopefully on most rotations we can have the Youth part of that active, because we're going to have this Gohan floating, or this Goten floating. So, okay, so yeah, this is just a pretty normal rotation right here. Just get through this so we can hurry up and get to the Bit Vegeta, or not the Bit Vegeta, the Super Strike Vegeta. We will get him first rotation with the Bit Vegeta, and we will actually have 50% defensive support too, because we have the Ultimate Gohan in slot 3. And yeah, do keep in mind though that this this turn right here is going to be pretty crappy. It's going to be pretty bad. I don't really think that we're going to be seeing any crazy numbers starting off. I think he really starts to get crazy once he builds up that part of his passive. So after we do a lot of attacks and whatnot, I think he'll really start to look impressive. So Alright, so here we are, turn 1. We have everything active except for Bombardment and Super Strike, which are both attack links. So defensively, I think we are pretty much as good as we're gonna be. And yeah, we're at 62k defense, rainbowed full 200% leader skill, not level 10 links, actually all level 1 links. And I mean, I gotta say, that's not really anything too impressive, but let me just check really quick. Okay, so he is getting 100%, I forgot, attack and defense on super attack, so that is gonna double. And we don't have 50% attack and defense activated right now from our passive that we could be if we had a youth category ally on here. So, I mean, I gotta say, a little unimpressive, but still not horrible. So, alright, 1.72, that's really not that good, but, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. And then 2.3 with this Vegeta. Yeah, this Vegeta is pretty bad, too. But yeah, like I said, let's just wait till he fully builds up, and then until we really judge him, because, you know, I think I really want to have those full stats activated before we say he's bad or anything. Okay, so right here, yeah, just again, just kind of off rotation, just trying to have. Oh, I should have floated the Trunks off to have him in slot 3, just so we could have that support. But I mean, it is what it is. So yeah. Oh, this rotation actually is going to be really good. We're gonna have all of his passive activated, both the 50% defenses from the youth and the gifted warriors category allies, and we're gonna have 30% support, and we are again gonna have most of his links active. Does the tech support Goten have bombardment? I know most Kid Trunks and Gotens have that, but I'm not too sure if he has that. No, he doesn't. I know he has budding warrior. All right, so we are at. Yeah, once again, 5 out of 7 links active, and up to 140k defense. So that is a pretty substantial jump. So post super attack, I mean, he's gonna be looking at 280k defense, and then the additional 20% he gets from performing a super attack. So he's gonna be a little over 500, or not 500. I don't know where I got 500k. He's gonna be a little over 300k defense. Excuse me. And I mean, that's not horrible considering he's not fully built up yet either. So this Vegeta's at 200k defense. Does he get? Yeah, he gets attack and defense for 4 turns. Okay. I was a little curious. I was like, why is he high? Yeah, that was a very high defensive stat for him. But all right, so let's see what we can get from this Vegeta on this rotation. We do have 30% support here, right here, also. So I mean, this is a little artificially bumped, but still, I think he could get a pretty good attack stat. We did get the key spheres also, so we could very well see a triple super attack. 3 million. Okay. 3.1's not horrible. Okay, so we killed him, so we couldn't get an additional, but 3.1 for sure is not horrible. We are 40% into the passive. Like we've built up 40% so far, so we still have an extra 60% to build up. So yeah, I mean, I like again, I don't want to necessarily fully judge him until he's fully built up, but I mean, right now he's building up fairly quickly. He has decent stats to at least tank maybe normals from, I don't want to say from these hard red zone bosses, because I don't think that's going to tank you normals, but I do for sure think that a little over 300k defense post super attack would probably get you to tank normals from a lot of the weaker red zone bosses, I'd say, especially in a lot of events like the legendary events and, you know, the god event. If you're a newer player, I think this guy could for sure be able to tank very, very well, even in the earlier stages of him being built up. So we did lose our 30% support right there, so that is a little unfortunate. So we did drop to 100k defense, so we're only going to be at like 220k defense after we super attack. So yeah, not really great now that we've lost the support. That does kind of suck, and that does make him look a little bit weaker, but I think it is what it is. If we could double super right here, that would be great. I do have him full additional again, so we could we have a very high chance of getting a triple super. And I think we did get the 3 orbs with him. So, okay, so there's one. Okay, can we get the... Alright, you got both additionals. I see how it is, Vegeta. I see how it is. Okay, 3 dodge. Whatever. I'm curious how much he'd take with that, because we had type disadvantage, but I think we would have gotten debuffed, so that would have been kind of annoying. So actually, I'm happy he dodged that, but I'm not sure if this Goku debuffs. But yeah, not horrible. He was, again, a little over 200k defense right there. So, I mean, that's not anything bad. Especially, you know, because his full passive wasn't activated there. I think that wasn't horrible. He could have had an additional 50% defense. That kind of left my brain when we were in the last rotation with him. But now that I think about it, yeah, we didn't have his full passive activated there. So we were losing out on 50% defense, which could have made a very, very big difference. 50% defense can kind of make a unit. Especially this unit, because he's getting the 100% attack and defense on super attack. So if he's at like 100k defense, he's only going to be at 200k defense. But if he's at like 150k defense, he's going to be at 300k defense. So that 50% defense right there made 100k defense of a difference, which is very, very important. So yeah. So right here we have 50% defensive support. So we are at 125k defense. I believe we are 60% built into the passive. So we still have 2 more to do. And then we are fully built up. So let's get these attacks in right here. We're at 120, what was it? 125k defense. So post super attack, he's going to be at, what? Almost 300k? If not, 300k if we double super. But if we don't, then it's going to be almost 300k. So I'd say that's pretty solid. Let's see what damage he does. Because if he can get a pretty high attack stat right here too, I think that would make me feel a little bit better about it. Yeah, 3.1. That's still nothing crazy. We are unfortunately going to kill here also, so I don't think we're going to be... Yeah, we're not able to get an additional super attack. But, not this following rotation, but the one after that, I do believe we're going to have... He's going to be fully built up. So, so that's going to be pretty useful. And, yeah, I mean, as far as Super Strike units go, though, I mean, this guy's pretty good. I wouldn't say he's anything crazy. I think I'd still say for global, Android 16 is probably still the best Super Strike unit. It's kind of sad because he was the first Super Strike unit released on global, I think, other than Mighty Mass. So the second, I guess, not the first. But yeah, I mean, he's still really good, but I still think 16 is probably the best because you bring that 16 in, because I like that unit because he's very, very, like, it's simple. You know what you want to do with him. You bring him in an event with type advantage, so he gets his guard, and then he's fine. You know, so I really like just how that unit is. But we are at 200k defense. Okay, so the 50% defense makes a very big difference. So I'm actually going to keep this guy alongside with this guy because the 30% support, and he activates both of his passive restrictions for defense. But 200k defense, he's almost fully built up. So he's at 400k defense post super attack. And he's, well, it's a little bit more than 400k because he's going to be getting that 20%. Okay, so we did get the Dokkan mode, unfortunately, but what's his attack stat going to be? 4.6, dude, with 400k defense is pretty good for a free-to-play unit. That's pretty impressive. That's actually pretty crazy for a free-to-play unit, I'd say. Considering he can triple super, too. I don't know. Maybe this guy's better than the 16. I mean, it was a Dokkan mode, so of course we were going to one-shot there. We might have actually been fully built up right there. I'm not too sure, but let's see. Because this rotation, I know he's going to be fully built up. So let's see what this is going to be. And we are going to have we're going to have double 30% support. So this is going to be a really good rotation right here, actually. This is going to be pretty crazy for him. You know, he's going to be fully built up. He's going to have double support. Links-wise, we're going to be a couple off. Obviously, Bombardment we're not going to have, or Super Strike we're not going to have. But I do think, you know, we'll have Sand Warrior Race, Sand Lineage, and I think Shattering the Limit active. And I think that might be it. Maybe Prodigies, too, if the physical Trunks has Prodigies. I'm not too sure, though. I don't memorize the link sets, so we'll see here in a minute, though. Okay, so we have... Actually, you know what? We have a pretty good amount of links active. We have Sand Warrior Race, Sand Lineage, Royal Lineage, and Shattering the Limit. So we're only missing Prodigy, Super Strike, and Bombardment, which together actually is a pretty significant attack buff, but I mean, it is what it is. So, I think we were fully built up last rotation because the 30% support, if he was at 200k last turn, 30% support would get him up to about this. But, I mean, 225k defense post super attack, that's 450k defense. I mean, dude, that's pretty good. That's really good. So we got the 5 orbs, so we could triple super right here. So let's see. If his attack stat is, like, good, if it's above 4.6 million or whatever, this guy's very, very good. Because he can triple super. So even if it's a little lower like that, I mean, because 4.6 is still a little low, but because he can triple super, I still think that, you know, that doesn't mean much. Because he's triple supering, so it makes the lower attack stat mean more. Yeah, dude, 5.3 on a free-to-play unit that has 450k defense that can triple super. Okay, we didn't even get the third thing off, but whatever, dude. Still, 5.3 is pretty crazy. I'm gonna say this guy's better than the 16. I'm gonna say this is the best Super Strike unit on Global right now, so I 100% recommend you guys grinding this guy up. Because that's pretty crazy. That's a very good attack stat. Because again, you guys got to keep in mind, he can triple super. I mean, if I haven't said it enough, he can triple super, and you know, he's working very well with the units on his teams, other than like Terrifying Conquerors, Space Traveling Warriors, and I mean, he'd work good with Youth because he'd work well with the Sands. You know, you'd be getting Sand Lineage, Sand Warrior Race active. Prodigies if you have him with a Trunks or another young Vegeta. So, I mean, yeah, other than Terrifying Conquerors and Space Traveling Warriors, he's working great on his teams. He's a really good just kind of unit to throw in slot 2 and 3 if you really need that, like, just floating kind of unit. Again, unfortunately, he does need to build up to become good. Like, in the earlier stages when, you know, at the beginning rotations of this video, we saw that he was looking very, very bad. Like, what was it, like 120k defense after super attack and everything, which is pretty horrible. But I mean, look at him now. So we have 200k defense, and we have a lot of support right here, to be fair. But I still think that's pretty crazy. Yeah, we do have 50% defensive support with this guy, and then obviously we have the 30% with this guy, and then we have this full buff. Oh no, 40%, excuse me. So we have 90% defensive support right here, and 40% offensive support. We only have 2 links active, though. So we don't really have that many links active. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to get one more attack with this guy in here. And then I brought some nuking items right here. So we can get a little crazy and see how high of an attack that he can get to. But obviously, that won't count towards the unit's performance. That's just kind of a little, like, extra bonus that I'd just like to do. Because I'd like to see what he can get to. But, all right, we're a little less offensive support than the last rotation. So let's see what he gets up to. Dude, still 4.4. Okay, can you triple super so I can, like, showcase that you can? Because I've been talking a lot about... Okay, yeah, 4.4 up to a 4.6 because he does raise attack for 1 turn. So that kind of came in handy right there. We did not get the 3rd super, but at least I got an additional super finally. I think that's the first additional super I've gotten with him in this video. So yeah, I mean, again, pretty good. I think we'll call it once we do the nuking rotation with him. Because, I mean, there's really not much else to showcase. This guy is just good. He's just very good. And actually, this is going to be a really good rotation with him because we're going to have a lot more links active because we have the 8-bit Vegeta next alongside him. So he's going to be looking a lot better for sure. I just wanted to pop that Ghost Usher there because I didn't want to risk like any of the Vegetas dying because I didn't get the orbs to get their full damage reduction. So because we're a little lower on HP too, so I just kind of wanted to be safe. If we got supered before we supered attack, or if he supered the physical Trunks, we could have easily died. So yeah, I just wanted to be safe. Okay, dodge. Whatever, doesn't matter. We're about to destroy you anyway with this Vegeta. So yeah, 5 out of 7 links active, 200k defense, pretty much the same thing it's been the whole video, or not the whole video, but the past couple rotations. We got really unlucky. Can we get a little bit more lucky right here? Okay, we got a little more lucky there. So we're gonna get 13 AGL orbs with him, and yeah, let's see what he can get to, man. I'm kind of excited. I'm curious what his attack stat's gonna be right here because it's 5% attack per AGL key sphere obtained. So we got 13. So he's gonna get up to an 8 million attack stat. We could have gotten a lot more if we got luckier with Ki, but unfortunately we didn't really get that lucky with Ki. And we didn't get a single additional super attack off, so we've just been getting pretty unlucky this rotation. But yeah, that's a pretty good attack set, I'd say. That's pretty good. But that doesn't count because that's not really what this unit is doing. That's just kind of just some items making them look a little bit better. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the video. Let me know what you think of this Super Strike Vegeta. Let me know if you've grinded him already, if you plan on grinding him if you haven't. And if you've already used them, let me know what you think of him. And let me know if you think he's going to, if he's going to age quickly or anything. Because he is kind of a numbers unit. He doesn't really have any stats. Or, like, not stats. He does have stats. He doesn't have any tech to him, like damage reduction, guard, scout, or anything like that. So this guy is for sure one of those units that just has high stats. And that you're going to want to put in slot 2 and 3. So yeah, I mean, overall, though, very good unit. I'd say very solid Super Strike unit, and I 100% suggest you grinding this guy. And yeah, that's been the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.